everyone, it's Grant from RaiderIO. Welcome to Battlefield Banter, an interview series where we delve into the heart of the action by trying to survive a heroic dungeon whilst chatting with our favourite World of Warcraft creators. With Plunderstorm now behind us, we'll be diving into Warcraft's newest game mode, Mists of Pandaria Remix. Today I'm joined by one of the most prolific and popular streamers in the genre, Snowmixy. Mixy has become one of WoW's most entertaining creators, excelling as a multi-rank 1 arena player and known for a past foray into very high Mythic Plus. So, buckle up, let's make some memories on the battlefield and learn a little bit more about Snowmixy. Mixy, welcome to Battlefield Banter. How are you today? How are you feeling?
Hello, and thank you so much. I'm doing really good today. Thank you.
Yeah, are you ready? Are you ready for some MOP remix? I know you've been playing a little bit. Have you been enjoying it?
Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot actually. It's something different from retail, and we always like new content, so that's good.
At least my first question, actually. New game modes are dropping more often than ever now in WoW, with Plunderstorm previously. You know, you've got all the classics, you've got Season of Discovery, and now with MOP Remix. As a streamer, first of all, does that make it easier or more difficult for you to pick what you want to stream when you click that button every day?
I think it makes it a little bit harder because you kind of want to do all of the different content, and you don't really have time to like play through everything because then something else is dropping, like MOP Remix now, where like it hasn't even been out for a week, and now we have Kata, so you want to have time to like do all of it and play through all of it, but you don't really get the chance to do it, so it's been a little bit difficult to decide like what do I want to do, because I also want to do like Gladiator on retail, but I want to play Kata and I want to try MOP, so it's been a little bit difficult.
That's my next point. Is as a streamer it makes it harder. But what about as a PvP player? Do you have any sort of ambition? I'm going to pick up some quests, wasn't it? Any desires to push on multiple formats? This is where it gets tricky. Now you got to multitask.
Yeah, wait, can you repeat the question again?
So as a streamer, you said it makes it more difficult for you to pick what to do. But what about as a PvP player, as a competitor? Is it tricky to decide what you want to push on, what format you want to play?
Yeah, a little bit, because you kind of want to like for example, like I'm a Holy Paladin main, so I really want to play Holy Paladin, but right now it's not so good, so I want to try something else. And then I want to figure out on Kata what is good there, so I can level the right character there. And it gets a little bit tricky when you're a PvPer too, because you also need to figure out in these like new things like Kata. I never played that in PvP before, so I need to figure out like what would be good there, how do I get my gear, what exactly do I need to do?
That's I can imagine. I've only ever, you know, I played all of Classic. We were just having a discussion before we went live. When it was Classic, because I'm old, so my desires are a little less. Okay, let's go to retail PvP. I'm going to start off with a hot kind of difficult question. Any immediate changes or improvements you would make to retail right now, be it just Holy Paladin or the overall format?
Well, if I take this season as an example, I would love for them to just give us some new things, like not the old tiers that we already been seeing. It makes it a little bit boring, so I would probably, if I could pick something, I would make like new tiers. And like that we all are saying, like more changes throughout the season. We're not really seeing so much changes, which makes it a little bit like boring to play after a while, because you just see the same comps being good, the same classes owning, while some classes like don't even get played at all. So I would probably look into that and like try to find more of a balance into the game, so everything works but nothing is like too good.
Does it make it frustrating when you see all these new game modes coming out, all of these new activities, all of the, you know, retail PvE balancing, and is that annoying as a PvPer to see us getting so much to be the favorite child, so to speak?
Yeah, it makes it really feel like, well, it's not a PvP game, everyone is here for PvE, so we forget about PvP. It gets really frustrating to see, because that's like all we want is like some sort of communication and some changes here and there, and we keep seeing like the focus on PvE and other game modes, and we're like, but we're still here, we're still in the game. Don't forget us.
Okay, follow up. I'm gonna die. The War Within is coming very, very soon. Like sooner than I think even most of us are starting to realize. With the alpha getting into deeper waves, you were in charge of the PvP department going forward. What changes do you make immediately today for the War Within? Is there anything, is it just again new game modes, new activities, things like that?
Oh wow. It's fine. What would I have done? I really don't know. I would have tried to maybe add some more arenas, some new PvP modes that makes the player want to play more PvP. I would probably, something that I've been thinking about a lot in especially threes, is that is the only game mode where you can get Gladiator. And the leap between Gladiator and rank 1 is usually very, very huge. It's a lot of points between it. So I would probably have looked into getting some sort of reward for like maybe 2-7 or something that would have motivated the player to continue playing after Gladiator. Because a lot of people are just pushing Glad now, and then you know they're not going to get rank 1, and there's nothing in between there to keep pushing for. And I think that would motivate more people to want to continue playing.
Would you like to see, like, say a game mode? We've had Plunderstorm. That we can't call that PvP. Let's be realistic. Although it was different, and now we've had Mop Remix and system. Would you like to see a fully PvP focused mode come out like that or something?
I would have loved it, absolutely. But I don't know what it would be though.
No, it's really difficult to come up with these sort of things. That's when they get paid the big bucks.
Exactly.
I make silly YouTube videos. Okay, you spent time playing Arena. I've seen you play Solo Shuffle. I've seen you hit multiple rank 1 as a genuine fan of your stream. And I've seen you do keys for, one season really, really pushing. And still generally, I see you in keys every now and then. One thing I haven't seen a lot of Snowmixy doing is really high mythic raiding. Is that something you've ever been interested in trying or would like to try going forward? Race the world first?
No, I don't think so, because I'm a very impatient person. I need everything to go fast. And I can't stand wiping on the same boss for hours and hours. I will get frustrated, and I get frustrated when I see the same person like doing the same mistake, and it causes the entire raid to wipe. So I don't think I have the patience to be a Mythic Raider. I would love to try it at some point, and like maybe I'm wrong about the entire thing about Mythic Plus. Maybe this, or about Mythic Raiding, maybe it's a lot of fun, but I don't know.
Do you know what I'd love to see is I'd love to see, I don't know if you're familiar with Honolulu, the kind of meme, bunny boys, and their whole thing is that it's meant to always be fun. I'd love to see you go to one of their events, because I've never experienced anything like it. It's like going to the zoo. They're absolutely insane. I'd love to see something like that. Okay. Spending a season playing Mythic Plus and, a season really committing to it, at least, was playing it more. What were your favorite elements of that side of the game as opposed to PvP?
About Mythic Plus, I think my favorite thing is when you gain RaiderIO.
Yes! Oh, I'm so proud of you right now.
I love the part of like seeing my like rating go up constantly, because I think that's a part of like the PvP person in me, that I just want it to go up all the time, and you can't lose any RaiderIO too, which is perfect, even when you deplete a key. Yeah. And like as I said, I'm a very impatient person, so I don't really like to do a key that I don't get anything from, like I don't get any score or so. So that's my favorite part about Mythic Plus, gaining RaiderIO.
That's the best. I think we've done a few episodes of this now. I think that might be my favorite answer. So, what about like gearing and stuff? I'm not massively familiar with PvP gearing. I haven't PvP'd on retail since Pata was retail. Is there any elements of the gearing in M+ that you enjoy or dislike compared to PvP?
Well, PvP is very simple, because You go in and you play your arenas, you get your conquest, and you can buy your gear. And normally you're stacked with honor from playing previous seasons, so you just buy your honor gear at the vendor, and then you farm your conquest. And that makes it very easy. And if you're a bit behind, because you played like Mythic Plus for more of the season, then you can catch up with getting that conquest that you haven't gotten. Wait, I did.
Just blame Destiny. I've been doing it for like 5 years now. Blame the tank.
And then in Mythic Plus, it's normally that like you farm your gear through the dungeons or you do the raids and so on. And I think I prefer the PvP one then, because you just go in and you play and then you get your gear like that. And I think it's a bit more grinding in the Mythic Plus, which is fun for the people that like that. But I'm more like, I wanna do my keys, wanna get my stuff and then buy it.
I'm with you. And what about this season with things like bullions? Does that impact much PvP? Is that something that you have to do? Do you need to do PvE activities to get bullions at the moment? I'm genuinely unsure.
I am actually not so sure. I know that there's some items like a ring, a fire ring.
Yeah,
That some at least priests wants to play with, but I don't think it's necessary. I think that most of your best gear is just coming for PvP.
Okay. New kind of going back to maybe PvE, maybe it is PvP. Well, maybe more likely PvP, I imagine. I want to know, you've played World of Warcraft for how long now?
Oh, it's been many years. I think I started off in TBC.
Okay.
So
how old were you then? I'm purely curious here. You're not meant to ask a lady her age, but
when was TBC released?
2009.
Then I was 9 years old.
Oh my god. What is your proudest moment in World of Warcraft history?
My proudest moment is probably getting my first rank 1.
It's insane.
Because that was something that like was my goal since I started playing PvP, and then I managed to do it. And I think my second proudest is getting my dad back to WoW.
Oh, that's adorable. Is that how you started playing? Was it through watching your dad? And
yeah, it was. He was playing since he was playing Warcraft, and then when World of Warcraft came out, he played that. And I was always watching him sitting in his lap when he was raiding, and I thought it looked so fun. So he got me my own account in Kata, actually. And I've been stuck since then.
And is he still playing now?
Yeah, he came back to Rat.
That's amazing. And is he also a PvPer or?
No. He is only PvE. I've tried to get him into PvP. I got him 2-2 in BFA. But
higher than I've ever got.
Yeah, I was playing. You could play like really much damage back in BFA on healers. So I was just out damaging him, killing them.
That's amazing. I love stories like this. It's really genuinely not just broadcaster. It really makes me happy because I'm a little older. I didn't have that. My dad shows a huge interest, and he's amazing. He supports me. He built me a studio for my first Race to World First. Like he converted a building. I know, and he's always shown so much interest. So when I hear the same thing, it really makes me happy. And if he watches this, it's I'm very proud that he's still continuing to play. It gives me hope that I can still get 2-2.
You will.
No, I won't. That's impossible. Okay. And the opposite, I guess, is what is the most challenging thing you've been forced to face in World of Warcraft?
I think that's the community. Because like the community is amazing in some ways, and as someone that is a streamer, a girl, and pretty good at arena, there's a lot of people that dislike that. So it's been a bit of a struggle, just that part to like understanding that not everyone is gonna like you. Yeah, and being okay with that as well, because that's something I was struggling with a lot when I started off as a streamer, that people are not gonna like me just because of me. I'm like, but why? I need to make everyone like me.
Yeah, I'm very similar.
Yeah, and I think that was like that's been the hardest part, to like get random people saying things about you when you're just in a raid playing for fun. Like, okay. So I think probably that.
I'm curious, do you feel like it's getting better or worse?
Mm,
Or just staying about the same?
I think it's probably like staying the same. I think that people have made up their mind now. Like it was different when I was just starting off as a streamer and I started off like getting my achievements in PvP and so then it was so new and people are like, okay, I need to make an opinion about this person. And now they're like, okay, well, we're used to her saying multi-rank 1 in the stream title. Okay, I would just ignore it.
That's because I came from a different title. I used to work in StarCraft, which obviously is still a Blizzard title, but it was a much more. It was an RTS strategy. It was very mature, and the audience were very different. And I struggled a lot as well with the. I just cue this for a normal. I'm so dumb. Just don't talk about it. And I was the same as you. I found it hard to adjust. I found it hard to adapt to a more vocal, a bigger, more vocal. Well, cross standard. And sometimes the most vocal or the most negative is what I found. So I agree with you, and I have to say I spoke to some of your friends coming into this because I wanted to get an idea of who you are, and what you're about. And as a viewer, you know, it can be different. Like I certainly put myself out there more on camera than I do normally, and I wanted to know the real you. And what everyone said is how strong you are, how tough you are, how resilient you are, including some of your closest friends. We'll call her. I always called her Catfish, but obviously it's not that. It's copycatish. So I had a chance to speak to some of them, and they were so. No one has a bad thing to say about you, and so that's really nice. I think. Okay.
Oh, that's
You
so
are
sweet.
back playing the Pro-Am this weekend after filming with your team, the Blaster Bunnies. What about this event is it that makes it special for you?
I think it's really cool that we can do something that we really like, which is play Mythic Plus together, and also raising awareness to these different charities, as well as raising money for it as well. I think that's an awesome thing by just coming together with I love playing and doing a good cause.
That's it's charity's always been something I enjoy too. So your team is very strong. I had a good chance to take a look at a lot of the teams, obviously being part of a RaiderIO event. But I want to know is you've got some amateur teammates, of course. There's going to be 2 of them. What advice can you give them if they're a little nervous, like we both were today, but playing not only with you but in front of an audience? What advice would you give your amateurs?
You can do it. Just don't die, and it will be fine.
Just be strong. Yeah, that's it. You play safe. Yeah, that's smart. Don't get hit by frontals. Play safe. I like that a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
My next question is an IRL question, I guess, and I want to know how you keep balance because you stream a lot, you work a lot, you have an incredible work ethic, but I want to know how you disconnect. How do you reset when things are tough, when things are hard?
Is there a thing as disconnecting?
No.
No, but I do spend a lot of time streaming, and throughout the years it has been a little bit hard to find balance, especially when there's new things coming out, like a new expansion or a new season or so, because all you want to do is play, because after all, like, this is my work, but it's also my hobby, so I want to spend time on it. So what I have tried to do is to find some sort of discipline in it, that I always take at least one day off throughout the week. And I really stick to it, that I'm like, okay, but this day I really take off, and then I do like maybe some other things that I need to do, and also find time to relax. So I will always, when I turn off my PC at the end of the stream, I just have it turned off and just like, okay, now you get to do what you want to do, and just try to like disappear a little bit from like just thinking about the game and thinking about the stream. So I also don't watch so much Twitch, for example, when I'm not streaming, because that feels like I'm still at my workplace.
Yes, 100%. I want to go back to what you said about job and hobbies kind of being the same thing, because that's something I've struggled with a lot, is keeping the love for something when it becomes work. How do you do it? Because I find it really hard. I've never seen you falter. I've never seen you be like, bugger it, I'm done. Like, and just walk away. You're so strong-willed. Any advice for me? This isn't even for them. This is for me now.
I don't know really. It's just that I just really love WoW, and when I start to get a little bit tired of, for example, retail, then I start playing classic, and it feels like I'm doing something new all the time, but I'm still like here playing my favorite game. And I try to do like things that I don't find so funny after stream, and just like try to connect that as like I'm sitting and watching a TV show or something. So it gets something different that I also like can sit and play while I'm working and streaming, and I can also do it when I'm off. I normally try to sit in Discord with my friends doing some other things that I normally don't do on stream to like make it a little bit different. Because I also feel like when I'm not streaming and I'm playing, for example, arenas, it feels like wasted time. Because I'm not, like, I could be streaming this, I could be doing like really cool things that would be like worth watching. So
It's difficult.
It's been a bit hard, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, silly question, and this one comes from the lovely Pico, of course, one of my RaiderIO colleagues who helps us so much. Oh god, I hate asking, especially a Swedish person, this question. When it comes to pizza, if you were to describe yourself as only pizza toppings, what would they be? And please don't say like banana and curry powder. I can't do it. Now's already done it. I've still not recovered.
Well, so if I would make a homemade pizza,
Okay.
and I would describe myself from those toppings,
Mm-hmm.
it would be white asparagus,
Oh,
it would be baby corn, mushrooms, and turkey.
no words. No words. No words. Sweden is a strange. I'm sure it's nice, and one day I'll try it. I've been to Sweden only
it's
once.
Really good.
Oh gosh. Okay, Mixy, we are coming to the end. I know we're still kind of slamming in this dungeon, but I want to know where people can support you, what they can do to be part of your journey. I've got time to heal. Actually, I've got a cooldown for this. And where they can generally find you. Of course, we'll have your social media below this video. But where can people be supporting you?
I stream almost daily on twitch.tv/Snowmixy. And then all of my other socials are under Snowmixy as well.
Amazing. And one thing we like to end with, this is something new, I think, is do you have any final words you'd like to give? Anything? I'll give you an example. I think every interview ever, even if it's not with WoW, should be ending with Nerf Boomkins. I just think it's an important message that we need to get out there. Do you have any final words for our audience? Anything you'd like to leave with?
I have Nerf Demon Hunters.
That's a good point. So our tank right now is a Demon Hunter main. He's very, very good. And he'll really hate that you just said that, especially seeing as I've made him pull everything. Mixy, you've been absolutely amazing. For everyone here watching, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please comment if there's any guests you'd like to see in the future. This has been absolutely amazing. Make sure to follow RaiderIO on all the social medias, including YouTube. I'm not very good at this YouTuber business, but like, comment, subscribe, all of that sort of YouTuber stuff. You know, that would be absolutely great. It really helps us trying to continue to build our presence here. And make sure to join the RaiderIO Discord. Be a part of all the events we've got coming up. There's so many. Break the Meta, of course, just happened, but will happen again in the future. We'll have things like the Pro-Am happening this weekend. I don't know if this will be out by then. We'll see. And I will see you in the next electrifying episode of Battlefield Banter. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.